Thinking about buying a home but don't know where to start? Let me go over the buying process with you so you feel a little bit more at ease. So the first thing that you're going to want to do is talk with the lender. I can make sure you have a couple of lenders to call and talk to. It takes about 10 or 15 minutes for the conversation. They're probably going to pull your credit, ask about your employment and things like that. You're looking to get a pre-approval. That's the first thing that you need to do in the buying process. The reason why you need a pre-approval is because if you do find a home that you love, you're going to need that pre-approval to go along with your offer in order for the seller to consider you. You also need to know what kind of loan you're going to be getting. So that's another reason why the pre-approval process is very important and the first place to start. I have a couple lenders that would be happy to talk with you. And again, it just takes 10 or 15 minutes and then they'll tell you what your buying power is. Okay, so after you know what your buying power is, then we can go from there and talk about your dream home and what you're looking for. How many bedrooms, baths, what location. We'll already know what price range you're in because of the fact that we'll be talking to the lender. I'll put a search together for you and then we'll get to start looking at the homes in person. That's the fun part. Once you've found the home that you love, we'll sit down and we'll put an offer together. We will be very competitive and make sure that we know exactly what the seller is looking for as far as closing date and all that. Don't worry, when we put an offer together, you still are able to do inspections and get out of the contract if you don't like the inspections. Say the contract is also contingent on your loan and you making sure that you get your loan. So once we put in the offer and it gets accepted, then you're under contract and the fun begins. We make sure that the title company has your file. We make sure your lender has your file. The lender starts his work then, and that means that they're going to look at your tax statements, your check stubs. They're going to order an appraisal and make sure that you're not going to be spending more on this house than what it is worth. You're going to be calling your insurance company and making sure that the house is insurable. The title company is going to be doing their job, which means that they're going to make sure that they know what liens are on the home and make sure the liens can be paid off at closing. Okay, so there's going to be a lot of people at work. Once you're under contract, you'll have your inspections done within 10 days. You'll order your inspections, you'll pay your earnest money. You will do whatever your lender asks you to do. You'll be talking to your insurance company. And then, we'll be waiting for loan commitment is usually a week before closing date. That means that the lender has looked at all your documents. They've made sure the house is appraised at the purchase price that we've put in the contract for. And then they've gone through underwriting. Once we hit closing date, that's when you will get the keys. That's a commonly asked question, is when do you get your keys? So you will get your keys on closing date. The closing date is something that we put in the contract, so it is a set date that is on the contract. And so you'll get your keys then as long as we've gone to the title company and did the closing papers, probably before 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon, because it's not completely closed until it's funded, which means that your lender has given the title company the money for the loan, and then the title company has dispersed all the money to the seller and to everybody that needs it. So at that point, then we say, okay, you're funded and you're closed, and then that's when you get to go in your new house and start the moving. So if you'd like to ask for a home buyer's guide that looks like this, we can make sure you get one. So just ask for that. I'm Carolyn Carpenter Hawkins with Key Cornerstone Realty, and I would love to help you.